come here before that I am not a tall American man.
He's Canadian, isn't he?
Is he? Oh, how embarrassing.
Okay.
Well, I'm none of those things, so apologies for that. Also apologise in advance to the other acts that there is no mic stand, because the mic stand comes with the tall American man. Apparently it's impossible to get hold of one just on its own, so sorry about that. So we'll have to do like relay baton style passing of the mic, so that'll be exciting, something to look forward to later. I only just very recently came out to my family as a comedian. I was a bit embarrassed when I started doing it, because I thought, oh, I'll try it like once or twice and it'll be too difficult, and I'll give up, and I don't want to be like a failed comedian, because that's like the uncoolest thing in the world, probably. I didn't mean that. So I thought, it's got a bit too far, because I started to get really paranoid, like going to gigs and that, thinking like, what if I died? Like, not in a comedy sense, but like actually physically died, like either on stage or on my way home. Like, they're going to get like 2 bits of news in one phone call, because they're going to want to know the circumstances surrounding my death. So it's going to be like, well, I'm very sorry to tell you this, but Sarah was a comedian, and also she has died. And I didn't want that. I didn't want anyone to find out that way. So yeah, I told people I knew that I did this, but I still won't let them come to a show. I think it's for the best, because I'm from a small town, right? They're all, from the countryside, from Hereford, and it's small and backward, and it's full of, it's nice. It's got rolling hills and narrow-mindedness. And it's like 3 famous things come from Hereford: the SAS, the Pretenders, and cider. So I was pretty sure, when I was growing up, I knew I was going to be either Andy McNabb or Chrissy Hynde or a Wurzel. Those are that's like the careers office at school. Those were your options. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about death recently, actually, because I decided that I don't want to die. Because it's not really, like, being dead is probably not that bad, but like, you don't get to know what happens after you die. Like, you can know what happened before you were born because of history, but you can't get to know what happens next, because that's how time works, isn't it? And that makes me a bit sad. I've got a lot of questions about the future, about whether or not they ever make a 4-bar chunky Kit Kat. I don't know. I'd be really sad if I died before I found out. And like, everything is giving me cancer now, like things that you can't reasonably be expected to avoid, like the sun and your phone and Pringles. Like, there's no way to get you. It's very difficult. And I tried to think of like, well, how would the world have been different if I had never been born? Think of the ways that it would be different, and it was awful. So I couldn't think of any ways, which is a bit sad, really. So, I mean, I don't know if you've ever had a near-death experience, but I have. And on both of those occasions, I found myself thinking, like, the first thing that went through my head was, oh no, this is going to be in the news. And because then you start to worry, like, what picture are they going to use? Because there are no good ones. Like, there would be like, and finally, in a stupid way, this woman died. Because I tend not to get in front of cameras unless there's an opportunity to photobomb someone else, so I'll just have to pixelate their face and leave my grin behind. So, I mean, we might all be vaporised, mightn't we, by tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
As we are on the brink of nuclear destruction. It's retro, isn't it? It's just like a sort of 80s throwback, and I had this English teacher at school who was obsessed with nuclear war. Like, he very rarely taught us anything about English. He was mainly just about like how to survive a nuclear attack, even though it was like 1996 by then. Like, I think it was in the past. But he had us watch all of the Protect and Survive videos from the 70s, and like, what I deduced from those is that you have to like make an inner refuge under your stairs. It doesn't say what you do if you live in a bungalow. And then around that inner refuge you have to put all your suitcases. Like, and the pictures are like dozens and dozens of suitcases. So the first thing you must do in these troubled times is acquire more suitcases so you can build your inner refuge. It doesn't say what you should put in them. I'm guessing all of your lead belongings would be a good choice. So surround yourself with lead-lined suitcases and you will probably survive the nuclear attack. The other thing that my English teacher was adamant about was that you should paint all your windows white. And that will reflect the heat. Now, I'm like, it doesn't sound like it would work, right? But what if he's right? So, I mean, like if I get wind that it's gonna be like imminent, I probably am gonna paint my windows white just so that I don't feel like an idiot when it turns out that I should have done, because that would be as embarrassing. So that was all of my English lessons, and like I've retained all of that information. I think I've done very well. And like when I opened my English GCSE paper, it said, describe how Shakespeare portrays the Capulet's relationship with Juliet. I was like, well, I know how to survive a nuclear holocaust, so I don't think I need to know. I don't think I need to know about any of that. Thanks very much. So there we go. Right, who's ready for some comedy? Alright, we've got some great acts up for you tonight. First up, is a very funny man. Please welcome Mr. Jimmy knixx!
Yay! Tonight. Hey, I'm Jimmy knixx, part of a touring metal band. Taking a bit of a break tonight due to creative differences. My agent told me you can be as rebellious as you want, but pledging loyalty to ISIS is a tad too far. You're probably wondering, who the fuck dressed you tonight, mate? So the band wanted to name our album Blood of the Virgin Sacrifice, and I'm like, boys, I'm vegan. It's not going to slide with me, you know. I take, well, not offence, but I'm not really sure the creative direction we're going here. Apparently, seeded fresh pomegranates. It doesn't have quite the same ring to it. I mean, they wanted a goat's head and fake blood as part of the stage props. And I'm like, well, I suggested a head of corn and freshly cut grass. And I was told, that's stupid. But what do I know? My biggest confusion of being part of a successful metal band is that we're all like, yeah, fuck the system, fuck the capitalist pigs, we don't obey your rule. And then my agent tells us, guys, your first album just broke 50 million, you're gonna be fucking rich. We're like, yeah, hang on a minute. Doesn't that make us the capitalist pigs? In a way, kind of. Anyway, yeah, now. During one of our stage shows, one of us got a bit carried away when he was rocking out. You know how we do. We just started like moshing, playing the instruments, and one of them, I think it was like our bassist. Yeah, he just like whacks his head on the speaker, and then like he's bleeding everywhere. He looks at himself and he's like, boys, you might want to call an ambulance, this looks pretty serious. We're all a bit worried, like. And then he's like, hang on a minute, no, don't call the ambulance, this could work. This is fucking metal. You know what I mean? Fucking blood. Metal, yeah, it goes together, like, you know, strawberries and cream and all that shit. Not long after that, he passes out, and we're looking at him like, you're right, mate. We're checking him, no pulse. We're like, I think he's dead, boys. This is pretty serious. And I think to myself, just think about the album sales now. We could re-release an album on the anniversary of his death. This is fucking great. I mean, we could re-release our debut album, make like, you know, double 50 million, maybe triple. And I've got like dollar signs in my eyes, like. And then I thought, you know, do a tribute album as well to the fucking Aces. You think of like all the people that have died in bands and stuff, and how they're martyred. We're going to be fucking loaded. We're going to be making all sorts. And a little voice pipes up, and he's like, "Boys, I'm fine." I'm like, "Ah, fuck." Anyway, that's all I got tonight. Thank you very much.
Hey, hello everyone. How you doing? Hey. Yeah, my name's Craig. I'm relatively new stand-up. I asked Sarah for a bit.